I've got a surprise for you. I didn't mean for that to fall off. No, 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 don't fall. No, I need that. Hold on. Oh, I need that. I need that on the thing. Hold on. Dang it. No. Let me glue this back on. Hold on. Okay, and then other side. Okay. And then it's good to know it breaks off so easily despite being glued down. So that I will take advantage of later after I painted it. So oh, what a way to start. I didn't even get to introduce myself before things start going wrong. Wonderful. Hello world and welcome to my I am totally real human, Tekinetsu Zumenetsu. And a painting today. That was the plan. I realize I don't play many video games lately, but in my defense, I got really excited about painting, and the excitement has not stopped. The autism demands I continue. So, for some context, Alright, so there was a box that was released on the market called Saturnine. And so this box has a bunch of dudes in it. It's got like a bunch of Terminators, it's got a new Dreadnought, it's got like some new officers, and it's also got 40 tactical Marines. And I wasn't going to get it. And I put it on Throne because it was on sale, but I really didn't think anyone was going to get it. And I was basically just gonna take it back off Throne because I was like, you know what, this sale's gonna end. I'm not gonna get it. There's no way it's gonna happen. Then a buddy I raid with in Final Fantasy XIV heard me talking about it, asked if I was going to get it. I said no because money, and they just mailed me one. So in addition to 40 of these dudes, there's 6 of these. And I realize you can see neither of them particularly clearly, given the black primer. But let it be known, they're really cool looking, and I plan to paint the majority of them eventually. It will take time though. It will take a lot of time. In the meantime though, I have been working on one, for context, in case I haven't mentioned it before, the place I work is mostly security of this one room. So the boss lets me paint stuff while I'm on shift. So I have been working on this guy. And I'm really happy with how he's coming along. The blue portions are not yet done, but the what's it called? The red is. Let me. I feel like we need a little more light in this. It's very hard to see. Hold on. Can I configure video? Oh god. What is causing it to auto-adjust like that? Woo! Oh, that is bright. That is very bright. Hold on. Let me... There we go. Footage is still a little grainy, but there he is. Actually, now... Nope, still can barely tell the details on this guy. Alright. that is going to be my job to pick out. Also, can you see the? Can you maybe see the? Hold on. Can maybe see the Terminator more clearly? Barely. Okay, so a lot of this will not come into play for a very long time, but for the moment, I keep scratching my hand. That's not healthy. For the moment, I would like to get into some of these tactical marines, which are the base infantry, of which there are like 40. There's also the one that is gonna have to be salvaged because apparently super glue fumes can really mess with primed plastic if you leave them in an enclosed space. So when I stuffed the parts in a bottle, and some of them were glued together with super glue, they all went crusty on me. And that's not a good thing. I don't want that. So on another day, I'm gonna see if I can salvage that one. For the moment, this guy here is going to get a particular paint job on him. So normally on Wednesdays I play a video game with my buddy Gabe guiding me, or they play a video game and I guide them. But today they are ill and cannot play the game with me because their body does not like them, I guess. And so instead, I've decided to paint a Space Marine based off the colors of their player character in Space Marine 2. And so they got gold and they got blue, and I'm not gonna bother porting the screenshots over to OBS to show you, because then you'd be able to tell that I'm getting the colors wrong, because I don't have quite the right color to do a nice gold. I do have these for the gold. There's sienna, and filthy brown, and a gold yellow, and an off-white for the peak highlights, and then of course black for the depths of the shadows. And I've also got the not gunmetal, give me black. There's black. I've also got heavy blue here to start on the blues, but I'm gonna build it up with not the electric blue. Where's it? I'm gonna build it up with the magic blue later to make it pop, you know. It's the equivalent of the scarlet I used on the red guy I showed before. So, got these like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paints here, and I'm gonna be focusing on 2. All right? Okay. All right. Okay. So let's set most of these aside, and I've also taken some pictures of the model with like light shining from a particular angle, so that way I can replicate the way the light hits it. Okay. So, as it stands, where is it? Okay, so here's the picture of the dude that y'all can barely see. The hands and thighs and eyes are gonna be blue. Everything else is gonna be the gold / brown / whatever. So, how about I pull this up, the reference that shows where the light hits. There. I'll set that aside, and we can get to work. My desk is still super crowded because of all the hobby shit I do here, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, much like myself. I'm the finest. Okay. So I'm gonna focus on everything but the thighs and hands. So I'm gonna go at it with the sienna first. And this is a totally different backpack to what's in the game. So with that, I think I'm gonna have to take some artistic liberties. But it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be super fine. It'll be so fine. So let me just pop that. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Then get some dwoplets. A little more. This is very much a mid-tone brown, so I'm gonna have to darken the shadows after, but that can be done relatively easily. So set that brush aside. Also set the glue bottle aside. And I'm hoping, as a result of my explaining stuff for many minutes, that I've given this enough time, that I've given this glue enough time to set and become sturdy enough for me to waggle around and paint it. So let me move this up a bit. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, heck yeah, the brown goes on super easy. Once this and the base blue are on, it'll be a lot easier to tell what's going on with this through the camera. For now, though, it will still be a little bit blurry. And for that, you have my sincerest condolences. Can I spin this light around real quick? Yeah, shit. Yeah, shit. I'm dropping stuff. Okay. A little more visible? A little bit? Just a little bit. I'm holding this at a significant distance from my head, so forgive me if it ends up a bit messy. Now these underbits I want to keep on the blacker side. Like the vents here and such. Here and on the thigh. Because there's a thing on the in-game model that this does not have, where there's a big gap around the waist between the sets of armor plates. And, oh, that's a bit much. And that portion is black in game. As is this knee pad. So those I would like to keep black. No, I actually kind of really like this tone of brown. It's very chocolatey. Maybe I'll make a Hershey Marine someday. If I can get some corporate logo decals. Delicious slave chocolate. Let me see this. Sorry, I gotta pull it off camera to get under the legs here. I'm sorry, I know it's not visible. But I need to see what my brush is doing. Okay. Just real quick. Okay, get a bit of a more direct light downwards. I'm kind of stepping out of the camera frame myself. It's a bit hard for VTS to keep track of me, but it is for the good of the paint job. someday I gotta set up a proper studio for this so I can have like evenly high quality lighting everywhere. So I can actually better see what I'm doing. There we go. And then the boots. It is no issue at all if I spill onto the cap, because it is the painting handle and it is doomed to get a bunch of shit on it anyway. There we go. And a little bit on here. Little bit on here. On the knee bolt. And a second coat on the front. There we go. There's a lot of police sounds outside. They must have found the stash. I do hope nobody's hurt. There we go. Now to get under it for another coat. Get a beautiful, solid brown. And I realize I never based the second shoe. Let me fix that now. Yeah, bit by bit, it is coming to life. And by coming to life, I mean having the most basic, fundamental color on it. I still keep scratching my hand, damn it! Old habits die hard, I guess. So I'm going to do the same on everything on the top half as well. So... So the belt is going to get the exact same treatment as all the armor plate, because I want the belt to stay identifiably brown, like identifiably matte brown, instead of the reflective look I'm going for everything else. Or I'm going for on everything else. Come on. There we go. I'll come back for a second coat there later. As great as this camera is, I do still feel like I need something that better registers the different, like the slightly different colors. Maybe if I crank the saturation and contrast a bit. Let me fiddle with my camera settings more. Figure video. So bring down the sharpness. Bring up the saturation. Bring up the contrast. Nope, keep the brightness. Keep the brightness as it is. Whew. That is very incorrect. That is still very incorrect. Camera, I just want you to be able to tell the black and brown apart. Jeez. Not contrast. Gain? A little bit? A little bit? Ah! Nope, not that. God, so barely visible. Whatever, that means that just means it'll serve as a suitable low tone for the gold color. I'm going to look at it positively. How's a Centurion look? Yeah, pretty good on these settings. All right, back to the grind. Oh, hello, little vent that I don't want to color brown. You I'm gonna have to be careful about. At last. Oh. I'm getting pings. Hold on. I told Gabe that I might not be able to do the gold justice because I don't have quite the right colors for it. And now they're telling me, curse me in my fancy taste. At last, a big wide open area that I can just do whatever with. I thought I'd never see the day. Now everything's so blurry, dang it. Is that because of focus, or Williv isn't the illustrious Suzu? It's still not my name. Illustrious, though, that I will accept as being an accurate descriptor for my glorious self. Really cannot see a thing on this camera, can you? I'm trying so hard to make these dark colors visible, but this camera will not cooperate. Can you see it? Am I overthinking? Can you tell what's happening here? Maybe there. Maybe there you can kind of tell. Yeah? Okay. So anyway, how are you doing on this lovely day, Auntie? Are you having a good time? I hope you are! Who is texting me? It's my mother. I should probably answer this. Well, yeah, sometimes it's about as much as we can ask for, really. Okay. My mother's going through a bunch of blood tests and figuring out why your body is weird. I exist to spite the universe. May it suffer in my presence. Little. Understandable. Meanwhile, I exist to color in funny plastic dudes. That is my reason for living. At least for as long as this current hyperfixation lasts. Yeah, about that, your tism is showing? What do you mean my tism is showing? It's not like I've completely abandoned nearly every single gaming thing I do in favor of painting for like several weeks now. I don't have a problem. I have the solution. You don't have a problem, you are the problem. Exactly! There we go. Steadily getting the brown on. Very, very, very steadily. Once all this brown is on, I can take a detour to the blue that I currently have just sitting on standby. Though for the moment it'll only go on the thighs, because otherwise the blue is like on the shoulder trim and on the hands and probably on the gun. We shall see when we get there. Okay. Oh. I found my dog tags. I still have Iraq dirt on them. Oh, jeez. Well, how appropriate that I'm painting a little marine brown then. I don't know if you were a marine or a ranger or something in between, but everybody wore brown for those few years, didn't they? I guess we still kind of do, don't we? We, I say, as if I stand with you. As if I am anywhere among your ranks. I'm not among your ranks. I'm in your walls. Brown hair. Blue tie. I'm hiding in your Wi-Fi. Can't stop thinking. Can't stop thinking Suzu. Army infantry, 216 infantry. Okay. Well, congrats on getting back. I'd say, assuming you're not still stuck out there. I hope you're not still stuck out there. I feel like it's only gotten worse. I got medically ousted back in 09. Oh, jeez. Well, hey, so long as you found a reason to come back, or an opportunity to come back, whether it was against your own will, or whether it was against your will out of obligation, or an excuse that you took in the moment, whatever the case, so long as you're safe and made it back. Spent 15 months in Baghdad and got blown up 8 times. I feel like two hours would be enough for me. It's like, okay, let me go home. I want to be in my air conditioning with my little plastic soldiers. Only shot once. Oh, only once. You know, only got just a ball of metal at high velocity penetrating my body. Just once. It buffed out. Delicious. Delicious water. Not hit body armor, it was fine. It probably still stung like kind of a bitch, though. Yeah, it's not pleasant. Yeah. Like, even if the force is distributed, that's still a lot of force and momentum just slap in your ass. Like me with your mother. Getting blown up sucks more. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they both suck. I don't think anyone's gonna argue that. So this power pack is probably not going to look very good. One, because I'm terrible at painting the power packs. Always have been. And two, because I got glue on it. Probably doesn't come through in the camera right now, but it will when it's finished. The shockwave is crazy? Yeah. As much shit as the History Channel gets, the one thing that they were very, very correct about were all those little side tangents in the documentations where they talk about how much explosions suck. Because it would always be this, like, brief interlude whenever there was a story that involved an explosion, where they brought, like, a physicist in. It's like, yeah, when the reverberations go around a closed space, it's a bunch of bullshit, and then everybody's head implodes, and your kidneys become soup. It's a very abbreviated version of the tale. Pretty much, yeah. Got thrown through a wall by one of them? Oh, jeez. Was it at least a flimsy wall? Got some nice nerve damage in my left shoulder. No! I was making a joke! I was making it a joke! Why you gotta experience bad things that make me feel bad for making a joke? It was a mud brick wall. Oh, I'm painting the color of mud on this guy right now. And it feels weirdly tactile. I am very, very glad to have not gone through with the plan I once had of going into the army. Because my brother was a big military simp. We both played a shit ton of Call of Duty, which is basically just a marketing campaign for the Rangers for a while. Military isn't for everybody for sure? Yeah. Not to mention I would have gotten my ass kicked start to finish. I would not have lasted, let's be real. Rangers are actually just a specific branch of JSOC. They're essentially specialized infantry. Yeah. They specialize in leading the way, as it were. actually a forward unit at all, or is that just a catchphrase? Forward unit. Talk about like it's fucking Warhammer again. My old command sergeant major was trying to convince me to go to Ranger School. We talking like the person you were actually enlisted with, or like in like ROTC or something? Because it sounds like something they do in ROTC. I definitely don't speak from experience when I say that. Though in our case, we had a retired lieutenant colonel, and I believe... I think he was a first sergeant? He was CSO of my battalion that I started. Okay, so that was actually when you were in the thick of it. Yeah. Also, for the sake of actually being able to gauge the progress, I am going to take a picture of this. Hard to get good light. Why did my overhead lights suck? Hold on. Wait. There we go. So let me port this over very slowly. Very slowly to my computer. Gotta take a picture on my phone. Gotta post it to Discordo. Discordo. Okay. Got that. Rangers typically are deployed for short durations and tasked with specific high-risk or high-value missions here and there. Oh. Okay, so they're like quick hitters, I guess. It's like get them in, get them out, that sort of thing. Now that I've re-downloaded that. Where? There it is! There it is. See, it's a lot more visible when you actually, like, have a picture of it. It's a world of difference, really. Okay. So, now that I've done that port... you know what? I was regular leg infantry in a line unit. What I did was more patrolling, running up high-value targets, seeking controlling locations, that sort of thing. Okay. So you were... So yours was less about, like, actively, like, firefighting with people, and more about, like, hey, get this thing, and make sure no one touches it. That's the vibe I'm getting off of you. Forgive me if my colorful description is branching into dishonesty. Yeah, pretty much? Okay, so I am right. As one should expect from me, because I am always right about all things. Why would I ever be wrong about anything, being such a smart and educated person? I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken. Also, I'm gonna shove this off the side real quick, just right over there in the corner. Actually, I'm gonna put it down here. Yeah, there we go. Now it kind of looks like it's sitting on my desk. Just cleaning up some places where the brown was kind of patchy. Little bit by bit. I cannot see under this very clearly, no matter what angle I choose. So I'm going to hope I'm getting it neatly. I cannot evaluate it from that distance. I need to take it off camera and get a closer look at it. Hold on. Hold on. It shall return in some time. Okay, a little bit here. A little bit there. A little bit spilling. And getting in my hair. Oh no! Also, I did not realize how high the cod piece goes, like up way past the thigh. I'd underestimate. That's right, Susie Woozy, paint that booty. I'm gonna be honest. I know that people really like to see illustrators doing art streams. I have no idea if doing these very ramshackle painting streams is a great idea to capture a niche, or if it's just gonna doom me as people wonder, oh, why is this person doing this dumb thing? Either way, I'm still gonna keep going. Because I enjoy it. It's kind of fun for interaction stuff, yeah. And it's something I can actually do for an extended period of time without the quiet feeling way too awkward for me. Because if I could never do a pure chatting stream, because any momentary quiet would really psych me out. Idle hands make paranoid mans. That's not a thing anyone says. But the thing I say now. Right, so I believe I've got all the brown going that I really need. I'm going to ignore most of the power pack for now, because I'm still not sure how exactly I want to handle that. But I do want to move on to a bit of the blue. I got the heavy blue, and I want to base that down so I can have everything I want. So I can have everything I want laid out. I don't mind it being a bit dark, so let me put it in my little pit of black wash here. Bip, 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 bip. Oh, now you're just throwing things? Yeah! It's great! God, aren't I so endearing when I'm violent? Aren't I the cutest when I'm threatening your well-being? God, isn't it isn't it isn't it adorable how I throw things and slap you? Can't wait for you to paint your hands again. Oh god. How long, I wonder, till something like that happens. There is a thread of congealed pigment here that I do not want. Well, I got a really dumb idea. Hold on. Let me just. Oh, let me just. It's really dumb, but let me just. There we go. Truly, my artistry knows no bounds. I gotta be careful not to smear that on anything. Okay, when are you getting a job at a nail salon? Never, probably. So the legs and the hands are where much of the blue is gonna go. The more different colors I have down, the more the colors I do have should start to pop and contrast. So the more one will actually be able to tell what the hell is happening. Also, bit of a weird question as I do this, but how am I sounding audio-wise? I'm continuing to tinker with it, and I'm not yet sure if it's a help or not, the changes I've made. Do I sound brilliant? Or do I sound terrible? You currently sound close to the mic in a good way or a bad way. But overall pretty decent. I am hunched directly over my microphone, as it is the only way I can get a good painting angle on this thigh. It's a little blown out when you're... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be reasonable, but I guess I'm not succeeding. Just a bit Xbox voice chat. So is it like actually loud or just like a little crispy? Because I set a volume limiter. When you're at regular distance is good, like here? Like here? Like here? Here more? I bet loud, mostly just crispy. Okay. Yeah, like there. Yeah, I really feel the urge to get very close so that I can get a better look at the model in question. Come on. Hell yeah. And so, like, there's here where the model is, here, right here, is where the microphone is, and then just past that is where I am, because I'm trying to get a good look at this model, so I don't screw it up. Because I do still want the model to look good in the end. That's why there are times when I, like, pull it off the screen to, like, really bring it super close up to my face. That's too much paint. Hold on. Ah, shit. No, it looks good. Okay. Okay, the brown with the blue is actually pretty awesome. I think I actually really like this scheme. There we go. It's like the underside of the legs, like the inner bits, that's where things get really complicated. There we go. God, I forgot how pretty this blue was. There we go. You can't stop, heavy blue man. Look at me go. I hope Gabe ends up liking how this turns out. No idea if it's even gonna be done within a day, because there's like all the other bullshit to do with like the hands and the arms and the gun and the head. But I at least want to do the main torso and legs. Oh boy, that's gonna have to come off the camera. Forgive me. Dust on it. Okay. Had to go back through with a second coat. This time I can spread things around a little more. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Tits activated! They call me what does that mean? What does that mean? Also, I'm trying not to speak when I'm super close to the microphone, but it's difficult to remember, so I'm sorry if I blow out your ears sometimes. The new Marvel character, the Jizzler. Oh no. Whatever will we do before the might of the Jizzler? And their mighty sticky powers. Also, someone's texting me again. Oh, it's a general announcement thing. I'm sure it's not important. Tits activated, man, you are titting poopily. There we go. Got a default Android 4 notification in the Discord. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Also, I did not put the brown on this inner bolt. Let me fix that. Gonna be a tad thick, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's alright. Just want to patch up this bolt here. And some other stuff while we're at it. Why not? JPEGing marching breastily onward. So how are you on this lovely day, Ms. T? Ms. Tea lady? Ms. Delicious Herbal Tea? I don't think we can say that on here. Lick thanks, I hate it. And you didn't invite me. Come on, how inconsiderate. I do need another coat of blue on this left side. Forget Elden Ringer's peg souls. Hell yeah. I am Millennia. Blade of Mikola, and I have never known bottoming. God, you're making me want to play Elden Ring again. Or Dark Souls. Or Code Vein. Or literally any From Software game, honestly. Blade of Rope Shooter. Good old Ring of Ellen. Ellen DeRingerus. Degenades. I don't. It's not even. You're not even being like tangible English anymore. I cannot read this. Like a pig. I speak only in Cartese. Oh yeah, the rapper that I'll never listen to because I don't care. It's really bit for. I don't know what that means. See. I don't know if this is the text I want flying across the stream screen. I don't know if I like this anymore. Of all the things that have been said, that is certainly one of them. You were in the right, Hantikir. The quote of all time. I've decided that Power Plaque is gonna be blue. Shit, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Hoping I'll be back. One can hope. But I can't promise much more. Because I will still be focusing on this for quite a while yet. Genuinely not sure if I do play a Dark Souls game again sometime in the future. I'm genuinely not sure which one I would. So I'm pretty sure I've beaten all of them on stream. In some form or another. It's the 32 flavors of Tism. Pretty much. Oh yeah, I think going with the blue on the power pack was the correct decision. God, why is this blue so pretty? But where's the purple? This one doesn't get purple, not yet. The purple is going on other ones. Maybe I should paint an Emperor's Children unit next. Since this one is kind of an original thing, maybe like doing some kind of canonical color scheme would be cool. Well, that's just sad. They should all get purple. You're denying it purple, meanie. You're right. But also this one is specifically for Gabriel. And they did not request purple. They requested blue and bronze. So I am doing blue and bronze. Purple is never requested, it's a necessity. Someday in the future, there will be purple. Today is just not that day. Purple, pink, and green? Maybe. Bit of a spoiler alert, but of the Terminators that came in the Saturnine kit I was mailed, they're all getting different colors based off different people. So like, one of them is going to be based off Kin, another one's going to be based off of Gabe, but like directly. Another one is going to be based off Reyna. And another one is going to be based off... oh, that'll be fun? Yeah! Yeah, another one's going to be based off Nabs, Himawa Nabs, who is responsible for bringing the first iteration of Suzume to a model form. So I've yet to do any big tributes to her in the past, but I feel like I kind of owe her some kind of appreciation this far along in the Chubin life. So she gets one of the Saturnines. One of the Saturnine Terminators. Oh god, when I was doing the Centurion, I got to skip most of the power pack because it was so obscured by the cape, but this time I don't have that luxury, do I? Oh well. Funny enough, me and Wings have almost the same color scheme, just flipped color order. Yeah. All three of you really seem to like your purples. Which is understandable. Purple is a rather pleasant color. I think I'm gonna give the tubes the energy glow color, and when I do that, I tend to make it green, as shown by this guy here with his mace, his power maul. I tend to make glowy stuff green. Also his eyes. His eyes are also green. So I'm gonna leave the little power cords on here unpainted for now. Got a little pigment contamination on the brush, which means it's time to get the brush soap. The most fun and not tedious part of painting ever. Actually cleaning the brush. Bit of a PSA for anyone who wants to get into painting. As I scrub this brush by hand. Invest in some brush soap. I use the B&J stuff. It was like $5 for a tub that I've been using since like March, and it's still good, as evidenced by the fact that I am using a cheap $7 pack of basic cheap-ass synthetic brushes, and they're still going strong since also March. Also, I forgot I had this painted on my finger, and I was really confused when I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Delicious water. Stretching. Right. So allow me to get an updated picture to you of what he looks like now. Yeah, okay. No, professional mode, so I can actually have some control over the focus. And then... okay. Picture taken. Over to Discord. And then paste that. And then pull it up on the PC. Then screen grab that. Paint. Oh, whoa, 2. Yes, I know Paint 002 already exists. I'm overriding them. Image. Paint. 00. No, not hyphen. 002. There we go. Would you take a look at that pretty little boy? Look at him. He's looking ready to fight the Xenos. Yeah. I'm also gonna send a screen cap of
Excuse me.
Also gonna send a screen cap of that to Gabe. Paint 002. Here you go. Enjoy that picture, Gabe. Alright. Now comes the fun part where I get to pull up the picture of, where is it? Where is it? No, I don't care about the alarm on 5:30. We're not doing Sonk today. Hold on. Okay. So now it's time to simulate a little bit of this. So for that purpose, the plot is twofold. First, what I'm gonna do is grab. Okay, so this was my base coat, this heavy sienna, and I'm gonna bring it up to the filthy brown. And after that, I'm gonna bring it up to gold yellow. Sorry, I was drinking soda before. And after that, I'm gonna highlight it with off-white and maybe dead white after that if I want it to be really, really bright and reflective. So, let's see here. Let me put this. You know what? For a little bit of a blend, I'm gonna go 3-1 with the heavy sienna. So, come on. That's not what I wanted. I wanted drops, not the... Cool, now we're eyeballing it. Awesome. Let me just... I don't know why it did that instead of doing proper drops. I guess maybe some of it like congealed in the tip or something. I don't know. Remember, painters, it's very important to clean to clean your tips. Very, very, very important. Okay. And then putting the blue water away because I don't really need that right now. Get the brown water, put the paint bottle over there. And then... Gonna go with 3 drops. There we go. Looks like a nice step up, doesn't it? A step up between that and this. So now that I have that, what I want to do is quite simply designate what regions I would like to see lighter by 1 step. So, little bit toward the shoulder here. Same on the other side. There we go. Just a subtle, very, very subtle uptone. And the same thing elsewhere. This pedal is way bigger than I intended because of the one, like a spill that happened, but whatever. And then also on these. There we go. And then along. Oh boy! Bots in my chat being a little bitch. Oh boy, is it the same thing that they're always advertising? Oh boy, can't wait to ban you. Okay. There we go. Just a very little bit of reflectivity. A little bit of an uptone, and the further I go along this, the brighter and higher contrast we're gonna have. So to make a stripe down this side. And then along the front of this. And then carefully yeah. I don't want to hit the underside of anything with this. Because why would there be the reflection on the underside of something? Also gonna do it up on this collar thing. Gorget, I believe it's called. There we go. It's already looking a little more interesting, isn't it? That is the hope. I'm also gonna bullshit some reflections on here in areas that are not super visible. But I want to fuck with the color anyway. You know, let's bring this past the rivets so I have more room to work with. More Discord notifications! I love that for me. There we go. Bit by bit, I will make this bit shine. Alright. Next step. Gold yellow. It is called gold yellow, but is not actually a metallic paint. It is merely a super, super, super vivid yellow color. And that, I think, will form a nice little uptone here when mixed with a teensy bit of that vivid brown, of that, like, filthy brown it's called. Okay, get a bunch of that down. Then bring the filthy. Okay. Yeah, that filthy brown is super runny. It is very hard to get control of when dripping. Wipe that away so it doesn't contaminate when I'm wicking. Wow, the yellow just ate that shit up. Alright, hold on. You know what? Nah. I'll roll with this for now. Let's see how this goes. Okay. That's too much on the brush. Okay. And the skull. And on the little belt buckle here. And of course on the tabard. So, hello Nexus! How are you on this lovely day? I'm painted a Space Marine! I may be putting this yellow in slightly too wide an area. No voice? Yeah. Still not yet. Still not yet. Someday. I'd love to. Okay. I may have gone slightly uneven on the chest, so I'm gonna smooth that out a little bit. With a more thorough coat. And then same on here. And then I'm gonna go back in with the filthy brown after. And kind of go for a reblend, going back and forth between everything. Lightening up the filthy brown. So how are you on this lovely day, Nexus? Are you good? You better be good. Okay. Going back through with the filthy brown. And re-blending everything. There we go. Then on the legs. With time and effort and patience, we shall prevail. Eventually. And I do mean eventually. Also neglected to get the proper yellow down in some places. So I will fix that. That's way too watery. I'll also glaze a wee bit of yellow here. After that sets, I'm gonna go in with the Filthy Mix for one last blend, and then I'm gonna go at it with the Off-White for some really high highlights. I think we're getting there though. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. And I will not stop until I have the perfect golden finish. Because I believe I can accomplish that golden finish now that I'm this far in. Okay. I think it's dry enough, so let me mix up some real thin stuff here. And then begin a mild glazing. Need a little bit more. Need a little bit more. Let's water it a tad bit harder. I want this to be as thin as it can possibly be. As thin as it could ever possibly be. Forgive me, that was louder than I intended. We're doing another couple rounds. Along here. Soften up those transitions as much as I possibly can. There we go. Would you look at that? Also, the paint water looks like orange juice, and now I'm thirsty and I kind of really want orange juice. But look at that! Alright. Oh god. Oh god, something broke. Oh no. Oh no, hold on. Why is it... Why am I not moving? Why am I not moving anymore? How about now? Do you see me now? Does it maybe see me now? I don't know why it broke. I don't know why I crashed or something. Oh, let me... Alright, now that I have that, I'm just gonna take a picture straight off stream. Screw it, why not? Okay. Boom. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I've been rambling so long, my face is kind of starting to hurt. Delicious water calls my name. This does look pretty nice. I'm actually kind of proud of this. So, for this remaining step, what I want to do is break out this detailing brush. Well, actually, you know what? Before I do that, I should probably get a picture that you all can appreciate. Why do I have this set to 16:9 when I could set it to 1:1? Or like 4:3 maybe. Yeah. There we go. Grab that, sending it to the Discord so everyone can appreciate my brilliance. And by that I mean so anyone looking at this can get a better peek at it than what's available on the video that's all grainy and blurry. Okay, and also let me drop the most recent screenshot in the painting chat. I'm actually quite fond of it. I'm quite fond of my work thus far. I can also send Gabe a picture that's a bit higher quality. There we go. Enjoy that, Gabe. Now that I have that banked in there. Let me... It is still a bit blurry, but whatever. Gabe seems pleased with the gold. Hooray. Let me bring it out here. There we go. Now y'all can see it properly. And it's gonna put that down there with the other progress shots. There we go. Now see, even though the picture is still really small, you can kind of get more of the vibe of the shape of it. And even the blue pops better because the yellow's more vivid. God, I'm really proud of it. I don't know why I feel so ill all of a sudden. Gabe, you've infected me. So now, for the part that I may fuck up, it's time for the brights. Because the big part of making something look really flashy and metallic is making sure it shines. And that needs a white or near white at the center of all reflections. So I have here off-white, I have the gold yellow. This could be the most disastrous part of the process. So it's the point where I'm considering just not doing brights. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then come on. Come on, gold yellow. I know you like to stick on me, but now is not the time. Okay. Get 1 drop of the yellow in there. And then to maximize the brightness, I got the dead white, which is just the flattest possible white. I dropped it. God damn it. Okay. A little bit of white in there. And now, get the blank water. 1, 2, 3 drops. Mix it all up. Now, I do have a pot of a single paint that is a similar tone to this, but it's a very chalky desaturated yellow. In this case, I do want it to be bright, but not that chalky and desaturated. So, not this brush. I need my detailing brush. My fine detailing brush. This is still synthetic, and it's still fraying day by day. It is degrading before my eyes. But it is still the sharpest brush I have at my disposal. So I'm going to use this to create the brights. I'm going to try and be very, very sparing with it. Going to resist the urge to let my impatience guide my hand. Careful. There we go. It's gonna look extra shiny once the step is done. Much of this will be stippling on little bits here and there. Just little sketchy lines. Wherever I can fit them. And some fine edge highlights for good measure. Something this brush is especially helpful with. I don't think even this brush is sharp enough to get in there. Let me scrub that free. Now that that's done, it's time to get even more water back into the yellow stage of my mixes. Even more water. Just get it as stupidly, uselessly thin as I can get it. And then I'm gonna blend these brights. Just a teensy little bit. Very, very slight little bit. One last glorious blending phase. And we should be good to go on this gold bit. Good as gold, as it were. Looking good? I agree. I think it's turning out really well. Oh god damn it, did that crash too? Did that crash too? Hold on. It did crash! Damn it! Hold on. I'm gonna fix it. I gotta fix it! I just gotta relaunch it for a moment. It's taking a moment because these things take a while. Okay. I don't know why it breaks so much, but let me... There it is! I'm sorry. One day I will find a way to keep those things from breaking so much. But, alas, in the meantime, I'm without such power. Okay. I'm sure there may always be a question of why one bothers to do it this way instead of just using a flat metallic paint. And the reason why is because if you do it this way, if I do it this way, I have some control over where the reflections are, which means they can accentuate the things that I want to see accentuated. Ow! Rude. I shouldn't have fixed it. I should have left it broken. You still have Batman in your list? Unsurprising. I have many things in my proverbial lists. God damn. I realize much of this is my ego speaking, and I can still see problems with it, but also, holy shit, I didn't expect it to turn out this well. Like, oh god, especially at like a tabletop distance, if this were like being played in the game, that'd be terrifying to see. I gotta post this shit, hold on. I gotta brag. Gotcha, just wanted to ask. Alright, let me turn down the light so it's extra vivid. Get the right focus. Okay. Photo taken. And the legs are really far up front, so the chunkiness on the highlights there is well on display, which upsets me, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The chest still looks fantastic. Like, suddenly, I'm wondering if maybe I should paint some Stormcast Eternals someday. Here it is. I have an update. God, I kind of don't want to do the blue now. I kind of don't want to do the blue now, because if I do the blue well, then it's gonna it's gonna show up the gold, and I'm not gonna be able to brag about the gold anymore. God, all right. Whatever the case, hold on. I should also send this to Gabe, because Gabe is the person I'm doing this one for. Further update after another layer of highlights and blending. That left leg does bother me though. Let me fix that up a bit. Let me ease the transition here. Also, I'm gonna have to go in with the filthy mix a bit. Hold on. Let me thin that out super hard. I think I'm especially happy with this because the last time I tried to do gold in a non-metallic fashion, I was kind of proud of it at the time, but then every time I looked at it after that, I saw more and more wrong with it, and it made me really sad, so I never finished that model. Just gonna run a quick and dirty glaze here. There we go. As that dries, that I think is the last bit that I want to tinker with on the gold here. Every time I look back at it, I just want to say, holy shit. I am, despite all the time I've spent glazing this mini with these damn paints, I'm glazing myself most of all. Trying to get one last photo. An audience of one, me. Gee, thanks for reminding me. I see your phone. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Are you on Discord? No, I'm taking a picture. I'm taking a picture so I can send it to my PC so y'all can see a much less fuzzy image of it. Where is it? There it is. It's still blurry as hell, but whatever. Let me take another picture. Hold on. It is hard to get a good photo no matter what camera I'm using. There is no salvation. There we go. Now, post that. And then pull it up on PC. Excuse me. A little closer. Little closer. There we go. And now we have Paint 004. Paint 004. No, that's a game capture, not a... No. Oh god, what the fuck happened? Okay, that was weird. No, not game capture. Image, there we go. Paint 004. Then grab that out of there. And kaboom! Look at that! I mean, it's still a bit messy in some portions, but I don't care anymore. I'm really happy. God, it's so pretty. What's the next game in your list? I have no idea. Honestly, I'm getting so very carried away with painting. For context, when I was a small Suzu, and I was gifted the really old Thousand Suns Rubric Marines by Suzubro, and I painted them very shittily, I still loved it. And ever since then, as I got older and I had the opportunity to get back to it, I struggle to get back into any of my old hobbies. Even gaming is a bit of a struggle to enjoy at times for me, because my brain just did not have the capacity to care about things. Just more and more over time. This is getting a bit upsetting to bring up, but I feel like it's important to talk about. Not having the right chemicals in your brain really fucks with your ability to do just about anything you like. And so there was a long time when I just never bothered to paint, despite knowing it was something I really wanted to do. And now my brain is capable of experiencing happiness again. So I just want to paint forever. Despite being billed as primarily an epic gamer, I love painting so much. And now I'm gonna cry. God damn it, I'm making myself cry. So yeah, get well soon, Gabe. As for like the next proper game on my list, I've been kind of tempted lately to go back and play one of the Dark Souls games. Probably not Elden Ring. That game's a bit too drawn out for me. Maybe a bit more Remnant if I can get that to work properly. The Fallout games have also been especially tempted. Dude, what do you mean, dude? Why do you seem so offended? It's time to level up your game? What does that mean in this context? But actually, Elden Ring specifically, you replay. Well, they're good games. Wait, you want me to go play Sekiro? I never beat that, but did I ever beat that? No, I've got like 20 something achievements I never got. Holy shit. Time to play other games? Like what? Like what? I can play Hollow Cure. Vanquish? What the hell is Vanquish? Oh, I never played Undertale! I still haven't played Undertale. Should I play Undertale? I mean, I hear good things about it. I still never beat XCOM 2. Damn it. I don't know. I don't know, I suggest games, but you don't like my choices. Yes, Yes to Undertale. Oh yeah, then there's a Shadow of War playthrough that died because when my computer bricked, I lost my save file. You know, maybe I'll get a Shadow of War save file running again so I can get back to that. All the old orcs that showed up are gonna be suddenly gone, but I'm sure it's fine. And Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 and 3D actually. Did I play 3D on stream? I don't know if I did. I don't think I played 3D on stream. Thinking. I'm thinking. Also, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, the classic Fallout games as well, 1 and 2. Slap? What do you mean slap? What you slapping for? God, there's also Earth Defense Force 5 and 6. But nobody wants to slap yourself for me. Please, why? Why should I slap myself? Why should I slap myself? Why do you think you've earned the me in pain? What makes you think what makes you think you're worthy? Oh yeah, Deep Rock Galactic that I played with Kin like once and then we never touched again. Am I missing something there? Maybe not. Oh yeah, and then the Devil May Cry games. I have those too, but I also never played them. Doom Eternal, I think I played that once, but never did the DLCs. I can probably run it on stream now, can't I? It ran like ass before. So I got frustrated and put it down before I finished it. Because you didn't stream the rest of the Kingdom Hearts game? Oh yeah, that's why you're mad. Oh, and Half-Life! There's also those. I never finished Halo Wars! I never finished Halo Wars 1 or 2. How many games have I started, got really excited about, and then just abandoned because I was too depressed to appreciate them? It's Java new PC! Alright. I'll go get that sorted. Fine. But anyway, that's enough of that. I'm still I'm still so proud of this. Do a poll and spin the top thing. That would require me to be popular enough for a poll to work with. Though a spinny thing, like a spin board, like a spin the wheel, that sort of thing. Maybe that'll be how I handle it. But I will admit, one of the things that I'm most proud of this, despite how important the highlights and the metallics are, the one thing I think I'm most proud of is keeping the recesses clean on the chest, because it is such a challenge to not get paint leaking into those. And if you do leak paint in theirs, if you do get paint in that there recesses, it's a bit of a pain in the patootie to get it back out. Anyway. I think me saying something that stupid is my signal to stop. So I'm gonna clean my brushes out and put all this shit away, and I'm going to thank everybody for coming by. Those of you who were here at the start, those of you who came in later, and I got a really dumb idea. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming by. Those of you here from the start, those of you who came in later, and especially all y'all catching up with VODs after the fact. I appreciate your viewership and your company. And until the day comes and we meet again, I will figure out how to do the spin the wheel thing. And I will also bid ye good day and goodbye, world.